Hello, my friends, my family. I hope you guys are doing great out there in YouTube land. It is a pleasure to be here. I love the crypto space. I hope you guys are stoked to be involved in this thing. Let's get into the charts. Some things that are going on right now, you guys. There's some crazy stuff going on in the world. I'm not gonna lie. We got things going on all over the place. I am personally very bullish, as you guys know, on Bitcoin, Litecoin, ETH, the blue chip, Doji, SHIB. Some of the things that I'm seeing right now, I think that we're on the precipice, you guys. We're sitting on the precipice, and it could be this bull run, or it could be the next bull run. But I think that, some things that are going on, we've been waiting for an ETF for so long. And I've heard some people talk about this, but I don't think that you guys understand how big a deal BlackRock and getting in a spot ETF. I don't think you guys understand the severity of this. It's $30 trillion, okay? And whether or not they're going to put it all there, that's going to be a thing. But look at this thing, you guys. We're here, right? Like, this is Bitcoin. This is when gold's ETF was launched, and this is when Bitcoin's ETS is possibly going to be introduced, okay? And the SEC and Gary Gensler, they've been trying to fight this thing and hold it back for a super long time because they can't figure out how to put themselves involved. And that's what Bitcoin has done, you guys. This is what the cyberpunks in the 1990s, dude. This is what we did. We created a way to get the middlemen out of the picture. And that's why, governments around the world, they will start adopting this thing, okay? And I do believe that we are on the precipice, okay? We're like very early in this adoption curve, okay? And I think we're gonna start accelerating. This next bull run, I think, is going to be probably one of the most hated bull runs in history. I think, the amount of money that we have to go, like when institutions can get involved, this is where we are. This is silver, okay? That's why I love silver. So I love cryptos. I mean, we're a little bit bigger than this at this point in time. But even if it's double this, okay, look how much money, you guys. This is how much money is going to flow into cryptos. Like, even if 1% of all this money, all this funny money, dude, you guys, is part of this fiat money system, okay? When that thing kicks on, dude, and this thing, and they realize they can't beat it. When you can't beat it, join them. Like, that's the old saying. And that's where we're at, like, as a society, as a global entity right now, and governments around the world are being forced to ask this question. They don't want to ask it, you guys. They don't want to ask, but this is where we're going, you guys. And I want you guys to be part of this. You're going to adopt Bitcoin no matter what. Like, it's just one of those things. Like, if you're not involved now, I'm sorry, the no coiners, that's a hard one, dude. The Bollinger Bands right now. This is not my chart. This is from Salamalahalad 07. But the Bollinger Bands right now are getting very, very, very tight. We are expecting a move very soon, you guys. I love it when this happens because as a trader, we love volatility. It's been very boring. Haven't even done a video in like a week. Because it's been just sideways, you guys. This is not a trader's situation. So the last trade I was in was an ETH trade, and I caught this first pump. We are now consolidating. We have been consolidating now. This is the dollar. Okay, so let's go to the charts, you guys. Okay, because enough news. Okay, the charts will tell us the news. And I'm a firm advocate. If you guys need to learn the charts, you need to learn your own charts. You need to not take news because people are going to try to mislead you. The big money will mislead you into going one way, and then they're going to go the other way, okay? Because they want to push the price down and get the cheapest possible entry as they can possibly get, right? So don't get fooled. Don't let them shake your coins out, you guys. Don't let them shake them out. We're in this together. We're going to do it. Jay, Koa, LTC, BTC, all my followers, Prospector, you guys are awesome, dude. Like, this is why we're in this space. No one's stopping me. I can do this on YouTube. I guess could stop Litecoin from emerging, right? But this is why I love Litecoin. I love Litecoin. I love the decentralization. I love Bitcoin. I love cryptos. Litecoin, as you guys know, is the OG, one of the OGs. And I think that it has a lot of potential, right? Like, I love privacy. I love the aspect of pure decentralization. I think Charlie Lee has done an amazing job putting this thing together. So if you guys are on board, then I am so happy. If you're watching this, you're probably on board. And if you're just getting involved in here, you guys, I love the newbies. Please, let's share the love. If you guys want me to cover something, let me know. I will do it. I am going to get into some chain link here, just for my buddy Willie. But let's look at the dollar first, okay? Because the dollar right now, as you guys knew, we were in this kind of symmetrical triangle. We ended up breaking down, which is great for all asset classes. But then we're having a bounce back up, and now we're getting kind of a rejection. And I want to see this, this is actually a pretty sweet rejection. It didn't even get up to the top of the triangle. We could even have a pump back up and hit this like 102. And I'd love to see a rejection right there of the dollar. We are continuing, like right now, we just popped a sell on the 4 hour. And on the daily, it looks like the daily, we're still on a strong sell. So it hasn't really changed any of the indicators right now. We still have broken down. We haven't met our target right now. So the dollar is basically, we have more to drop on the dollar. If this is actually a true breakout and this is getting rejected right now, if this thing pops back up, okay, so if this pops back up, then this is kind of as a broken pattern, okay, and then this would be like, it would do something like this, a broken pattern, come back up, probably the thing, and then pop out. I mean, maybe not go that high, but that would be a broken pattern, right? So right now I'm trading the dollar bearish. It looks like it's bearish. I don't have any reason to really think the dollar is gonna explode tomorrow. So that being said, this looks actually a pretty great rejection right now of the dollar. And this is going to lead to a rally in altcoins, in Bitcoin, in asset classes, and so I think we're going to be at this level now, you guys. That's going to be it's critical to where we're going here. So let's look at Bitcoin, okay? And I wanted to see what's going on because this move is going to be pretty intense, you guys. And we're going to have a breakout in this next week, and I want to give you some insights on whether or not I think this is going to be bullish or a bearish breakout. Okay, on BTC. Okay, so let's look at the dollar for a second. The dollar is having some bullish divergence on the daily. Bitcoin is having some macro. So it looks like we're having kind of conflicting messages here. We're having a tiny bit of bullish, tiny bit a pretty long, over a longer period of time, bearish signal. Litecoin, okay, Litecoin on the daily, we're printing some bullish divergences. Okay, ETH is on the daily. We have some negative divergences forming. I wanted to show you guys SHIB though. Look at SHIBs on the weekly, you guys. This is like some crazy bullish divergences forming on SHIB. I just wanted you guys to point that out, that the worst historically very, very low. This is a coin I have a lot of hope for with Shibarium in the next coming months I'm kind of looking at that. ETH right now. So ETH, I already went into ETH. Digibyte, on Digibyte on the weekly right now, we're printing very bullish divergences. But the price action, you guys, I think Digibyte again is one of my favorite coins. I think this thing is, as long as we hold this level, this is kind of forming a perfect double bottom here. So this is a very, very bullish. I think that we have nowhere to go but up as far as Digibyte goes, unless there's like some sort of black swan event, you guys. I think I'm leaning towards the upside breakout here. And I think that, the fall of some, I can't say, I'm pretty sure YouTube censors when you start talking about banks and stuff. So I'm not going to really talk about banks, but I do think that we just had another banking collapse. PAC West, I think, just collapsed. And I do think that that's going to be a trend, you guys. So like, I think that the banks are going to be collapsing into each other. There's going to be a few survivors at the end, and they probably are not even going to tell us anymore. Okay, my prediction is that they're not even going to start. It's going to get to a point where banks are just going under and getting absorbed by these other bigger banks, and they're not even going to tell us anymore. You guys are going to just try to do it in a way to try to keep the confidence. And you guys, I've stressed that, you know, this is why we need Bitcoin. This is why we need assets in your own possession. The FOMC meeting, there is some meetings going on. There's a lot of like news, you guys, going on today, but I wanted to focus more on, you know, the charts, because the charts are what's going to tell us, right? So on the daily, we still have had a our MACD cross. This is on Bitcoin now. We're going to go back on the 4 hour. Let's see what we have. On the 4 hour, we just had a bullish cross. Okay. And it's a pretty strong one. So I would say, let's see, Litecoin just had a bullish cross. ETH just had a bullish cross. This is on the 4 hour. Digibyte has not on the 4 hour, but on the daily, we had like a fake out cross. This has like been a really MACD on Digibyte is horrible. Doji, what's Doji doing? Doji, we had a bullish cross, and now we're just kind of like we're still in it. This is on the daily, okay? So Doji, we're still you know, we're still in. ETH, where's ETH doing on the MACD? ETH on the daily, we just had we didn't just have it, but a bearish cross here. It does look like it's cooling down. So we are getting some like cooling down indicators here. I really want to see ETH like hold this level right where it's at. This is a really strong, on the VPBR, it's a really strong zone for people accumulating. On Bitcoin, let's go back to Bitcoin, see if we can see anything. On the daily, we just had a sell, okay? So that's not great. And on the hourly, on the 4 hour, we just had a buy, right? Like that's got to be a buy, right? I don't know if are you gonna load? Oh, so it's on the Johnny Bravo, the Bravo 9 has us buy, but Lux Algo still has us on a strong sell on the 4 hour. So there's a lot of really mixed messages here, you guys. On the RSI, we're basically like pretty neutral. On the daily, yeah, on the daily, it's just hanging out. Bitcoin's just hanging out right in the middle. Litecoin, right in the middle. ETH, right in the middle. SHIB, right in the middle. So it has a lot of room to go on either side. RSI is no help at all for what's going on right now. You know, my gut right now, so this formation that, like, let's look at SHIB for a second. So SHIB, I'm looking at this, it's looking like this looks like an ascending triangle, okay? And this is kind of like what I would be expecting. So I think that, you know, in the next, dang, dude, I think it's going to be in the next day, you guys. I think we're going to have a break up for SHIB, okay? ETH, we're going to have to get into technicals because a lot of the indicators right now are very, very neutral. The VPBR is holding at this like level, you guys, that we're just kind of like, we're waiting for something to happen, and you can see the whole market is just curling up, you guys. And the Bollinger Bands again, like let's look at this thing. This thing is getting tight, you guys, super tight. So like we're expecting a move like in the next couple days. I would be surprised if it waited till the weekend. If it does break out on a weekend, okay. So if you guys are just new to cryptos, if it breaks out or dumps on a weekend, it's usually going to recover the opposite direction on the following week or the week after. But that is typically the case. It's called a gap. And if you guys don't understand that, there's a lot of other people that can talk about gaps. But typically when cryptos especially break out during the weekend or break down, then it creates this gap that usually gets filled. The breakdowns usually get filled quicker than the breakups. So right now I'm leaning, you guys. It looks like Bitcoin, I mean, On the daily, it is forming some bearish divergences. So we could see a dump here, you guys. I'm actually leaning in the camp, you guys, of that we're going to break up just because, okay, I think this adoption is going to I think we're going to just start adopting this adoption thing, and people are going to just understand the power of Bitcoin, especially when their money just evaporates, you know, in thin air. In the banking system, or they just get cut off, right? You know, cryptos aren't perfect, you guys. We're trying to figure it out. We're trying to make things more easily accessible and tradable, and you know, and try not to be, you know, try to be able to keep the older generation, you know, making them comfortable with being their own bank, holding their own, taking custody of their own seeds. Learning about the cryptology and where this came from, and it didn't just pop up. This is like Bitcoin is the evolution. Cryptos are the evolution, you guys, and you guys are here, and the plane's taking off. And even if we have a dump right now, even if we have a dump, like I'm not even stressed, okay? Because look how much money is about to be opened up. If BlackRock approves this ETF, you guys, this derivative, look how much in the derivatives. This is crazy. Quadrillions, you guys. This is like, I can scroll for this thing through days, and like, this is how much money is on the sidelines, you guys. This is like the old system, okay? And this is the better money, right? This is the better money up towards the top of this thing. This is where we go. So I think we're going to break up. If we do break down, it's going to be a great opportunity to buy some, accumulate, and then also throw in some of those longs. And that level, okay, just so you guys know, if we do break down here, and I'm going to extend this thing a little bit. This is on, let's see, well, that was on ETH, so I'll go back to ETH. I mean, the lowest I think we would go is this 200-day moving average, you guys, and we're still pretty far above it. And so I would say a retest of like, and this thing is going to start curling. You know, if it starts dumping, it's going to go down. It's going to start dumping. And I would expect, you know, Bitcoin to come up and then, you know, maybe come down to this 27 level. It looks like on the VPBR, this 26.9, let's call it 27,000. It's a pretty strong level, you guys. So I could see a flash dump to 27. And then basically from there, I think we're going to bounce off the 200 pretty hard. And then once we get above that 30, we might bump our head a couple more times. But once we break through that 30 and then come back down and retest, dude, you guys, it's on. It is on, and this next cycle is going to be insane. So I hope you guys are here. I'm so happy to be part of it and to be part of the community. If you guys want me to cover something, like, let me know. I am going to talk. Where's Link? Okay, so I'm going to go Link. Willie, this is for you. Let's do some Link. Okay, Link. Okay. So actually, is it Chainlink? Maybe it was Loopring that I think that you would want me to do, but we'll just do Chainlink, you guys. I actually do like Chainlink. It has a, you know, I had some on BlockFi, and that thing went with the hell. So you guys got to learn that, like, every lesson that is learned in the crypto space, just you know, learn lessons. None of us are perfect. Everybody getting into the space is going to make some mistakes. They're going to follow the wrong person. I am here to be honest and legit and to tell you guys the truth and how I feel. I am a guy on YouTube, so not financial advice. Do your own research. Be smart with your investments. This is just what I do. I love cryptos. I never had money until I started getting involved in cryptos. And it's been a roller coaster, but you know, in the end, it's just like these thousands and thousands of percent gains. And I don't have to time the top, and I don't have to time the bottom. I just have to try to play that like middle cream, you guys. And like, this is basically like confirmation. Like, we're basically getting confirmation, you know, of this bull run right now. That's just starting. So like, if you're going to play the cream, this is the time to play the cream. Chainlink, it's got the RSIs, you know, very neutral, not very helpful. We did have the hash ribbons just fired, so that's actually really cool. And this blue buy is pretty strong, so that's pretty awesome. MACD, we are getting we don't have anything going on right now. We had a bullish cross. It looks like it wants to curve, but it could curl over it. No confirmation there yet. Let's see on the cipher. Cipher's not picking up anything. It's very, very neutral. Anything, let's just look at price action here. Chainlink's on this price action is just, it's just so choppy, you guys. This is a really choppy coin. Do we have any weekly information on this? It's just like this one. Let's see here. Put that in the thing. Okay. So what is this retracement? So when I see this chart, I just want to like measure the retracement here. And we've had like a 90% retracement. So typically entering into altcoins, I love seeing a 90% retracement. That is when if I've been thinking about entering a coin, 90% retracement and beyond is kind of, as long as I think that coin is going to come back into existence, it's a great time to accumulate and start buying. Let's see, just in case, I don't know if I have actually loop ring on here. Oh, loop ring. Okay. So loop ring. Okay. And in case you didn't want to go over Chainlink, Willie, this one's for you. So weekly, we've had a strong sell. Okay. At least on the Lux Algo. On the daily, we're getting a strong sell. We did have this hash ribbons indicator. We had this blue buy dot that came on. So that's actually a really good sign for Chainlink, you guys. It means that the miners have capitulated and we're turning on, there's new means of hashing coming into computation. So this has only happened last time. It was a very good indicator. This time we'll see. I think it's only fired twice. Oh no, it hasn't. Okay, so let's go back here. So some of these blue hash ribbons, like this one was a really good one. This one wasn't so good. This one wasn't so good. This one was great. This one was great. That one was great. That one not so great, but then it fired again, and that was a good one. So I think that it looks like looping at least on the hash ribbons, it looks like we're getting a buy. On the daily RSI, we are, slight bearish divergence, stronger bullish divergence, very neutral on that. MACD, we just had a cross. It looks like a bearish cross, but then this thing's looking like it's like wanting to curl back over here. So if we actually have a confirmation of a bullish cross, then this is kind of where you want to enter as far as a trade goes, or as far as accumulation goes. You just want to be smart on your accumulation. So that's kind of what I'm seeing on looping. I hope that helps. Willie, you guys, I'm gonna bounce out. My wife just got home. If you guys want some more news, check out my channel, litecoinlawton.com. If you've made it this far, please like, subscribe to my channel. I am so happy and so blessed to be in this space. And if you guys are here, then you are blessed too. Litecoin Lawton out. Have a great day.